Hey, what's up, YouTube? So I'm here to tell you about, I'm pretty much here to talk about Pokken Tournament, and in case any of you haven't heard about what happened, um, the local multiplayer and the style of the local multiplayer has been announced rather recently, about 1 or 2 days ago. And so pretty much what this quote-unquote local multiplayer is one player gets a controller of their choice. So the second player gets to either Hori Pokken Tournament Pro Pad, the Wii U Pro Controller, or the Wii Pro Controller. Those are the three controllers that you get to use for Pokken Tournament. But then player one is stuck with this. Okay, player one is stuck with the gamepad. And it's not bad enough that they have to use the gamepad, but they have to look at it. They have to look at this tiny screen right here. Yeah, you see this screen right here? It's not very big, is it? And I want you to compare this to this. Big old TV right here. Yeah. Like you can fit like 10 of these gamepads onto my TV. And this isn't the biggest problem. I mean, it is a pretty big problem because, you know, I don't want to be looking at 480p models while somebody else gets to look at these 1080p awesome graphics over here, but, you know, that's not the biggest problem. This is the biggest problem, okay? And I'm going to show you guys one of the even bigger problems, okay? So, you see this right here? This is a setup, okay? Alright, I want you to pretend this is player A, this is player B, okay? Player A, player B. Okay, player A over here. Player A can only use the Pro Controller. He spent hours upon hours upon hours using the Pro Controller, no time using the gamepad, okay? Player B, he can use both the Pro Controller and the Pro Pad, the gamepad, okay? So, but player B is just still better at using the gamepad than he is the Pro Controller and the gamepad, okay? So he's going to be taking this first because he still does better with the Pro Controller than he does with the gamepad. And now player A is stuck with the gamepad, and he doesn't even know how to use the gamepad, while player B does, but he gets the controller that he prefers. And that's the problem, okay? You're forcing players to you're forcing players to use controllers that they don't like, okay? That would be like, okay, just for an example, if I play Super Smash Bros. Competitively, okay? So let's just pretend that I use this controller, which I don't. I use the GameCube controller, just saying. But let's just say I use this controller, okay? I use this controller, I play it, so I got my little secret techniques with this controller, and blah, 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 blah. And my hands are accustomed to this controller, okay? But for no reason at all, they're like, oh, well, you can't use that controller, so you have to use this controller instead. My hands aren't used to this controller, my hands feel weird, I'm not playing as good. Yeah, that's a problem. Now, I'm not really here just to rant about this, guys. I'm telling you how this can be fixed. So pretty much, a long time ago, this thing called System Link was a thing, and it still is, it's just you don't see it as often. So System Link is when you link two systems together, two video game consoles together via an Ethernet cable. And before anybody says, but wait, the Wii U doesn't have an Ethernet port. I know, but if anybody remembers that very old Super Smash Bros. Presentation back in the day, when Sakurai was like, but, you know, if you leave enough sessions, you will be kicked off of For Glory for a set amount of time. So in order to ensure that you have the best internet connection possible, we recommend you get a Wii LAN adapter. And what do Wii LAN adapters have? An Ethernet port. That means that System Link is now possible with the Wii U. Now, this will make it so, yeah, okay. This will make it so systems can now link together. And what does this mean? What does this mean? How is this better? How is this? What are the pros? What does System Link fix? First and foremost, both players get a TV, because with System Link you have to have two TVs, so therefore you're gonna have one console here, one console here, one TV here, one TV here. And then that fixes one thing. So you both get an equal view, you both get the same resolution and all that stuff. And the other big thing it fixes is that now both players can use their preferred controller. And nobody is forced to use their not preferred controller. So now both now player A and B can be at an equal advantage. Now, what are the cons to this, you might be asking? And really, the only bad side to this is there might be a small chance of their input lag. But when you compare that to the fact that you're forcing players to use the gamepad, that is a very small problem compared to forcing players to use the controller that they do not want. I want you to imagine it like this. So okay, fighting games, they use that arcade stick most of the time, right? Okay? So I want you to imagine, you spent hours and hours and hours just practicing arcade stick, you know, like all that stuff, okay? But then you're like, oh, well, you know, we changed our mind. You can't use the arcade stick. You have to use a controller. I don't know any of the combos. I don't know what the buttons to press. What I do? That's kind of what it's like. I mean, yes, that's a little bit more drastic, I'll be honest, but I mean, it's still pretty much the same thing. So that's why I think System Link is the best option that they can possibly take here. Now, as of now, the gamepad is the only confirmed method of local multiplayer we have. So for all I know, yes, they could already be coding System Link into the thing, but I don't know. I have put way too much effort and time into this game to just sit here and just hope that System Link is being put in. I have made 2 character guides, and I have researched the meta for this game since almost the single day that footage of this game began to come out. If you want to see these guides, just ask in the character section below, but in the comment section below, but whatever. Anyways, I've done way too much with this game for me just to sit here and do absolutely nothing. This game has more potential than any game I've seen in years, okay? So I want to see this game succeed. I love this game. I've seen enough gameplay footage, and I know that this game has the potential to do stuff. I know this game has a chance to be an Evo at one point. That's how powerful this game is. But if they mess up, this could mean really bad stuff for the companies that made it. However, nonetheless, I've told you the problem and how it can be fixed. So anybody who has a social media, I don't care whether it's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Google+, I don't care. This is what I want you to do. I want you to type hashtag, so that's just number 3 on the keyboard with the shift or whatever. Hashtag, the number sign, pound, whatever you want to call it. Hashtag save Pokken. So hashtag SAVPOKKEN. And yes, I know the E has the little fancy thing. If you want to get fancy, you can do that. Whatever. Save Pokken. And then put at Harada_Tekken or at Pokken Official or at Pokemon, and put down give us System Link. I don't know, like guys, like I don't know if they're putting it in or not, but if they're not, if enough people, if if enough people, if enough people just tell them, hey, we want this, we need this, then yes, they'll listen. And my Pokken Tournament might get pushed back, guys. But in order to make sure that Pokken Tournament can survive on a competitive level, this is the only way. If I would rather this game get pushed back 5 years and be amazing than it to be rushed out right now and be absolute trash. And yes, I understand, guys. Yes, this game. Yes, I understand. This game, like, it doesn't matter. This does not matter on a casual level. Like, it doesn't matter if you're playing with Joey, your friend here, and you have to use the gamepad, and he's like, okay, whatever. But on the tournament level, this won't work. So this is why I'm making this video, and this is why you need to go ahead and just tell them what you want. Just ask. I don't care, guys. It's just like, I'm not asking for you guys to spam them. And I really don't want you to. Don't spam them, okay? Just send it once or maybe twice, okay, guys? Like, don't spam them. Just tell them what you want, guys. Like, just make sure that your opinions are known. That's about it, guys. Just, that's what happened with the Pokken Tournament, and I've told you what we can do to fix it. So it's up to you guys from here on out. I've informed you. I've told you what you can and can't do. I mean, there's really nothing you can't do. I mean, go ahead, do whatever you want, but you get the point, guys. Hashtag save Pokken. You know, whatever. Also, if you have any recommendations on what you want me to do in the future, go ahead. I might be banking down on $1,000, like a $500 laptop, so I might be able to get more stuff done. So, anything you want in the future, just let me know. Oh, and by the way, in the future, I'm going to be doing stuff about Pokken Tournament, guides and that stuff, even though my internet sucks, but that doesn't mean anything. I will become the best Pokken Tournament player in the world, and you guys will, you guys can watch me. See ya.